Natural Life with Althea is outside once more, feeding the chickens and their mother and mother hen. Yes, they are on board. And as usual, it's such a beautiful day. Yes, beautiful day it is. Wow. Sight for sore eyes. Most of the mornings, it's like this around this corner. Always giving thanks. So this morning I will be reading right here, so working and watching at the same time. So there is where we're gonna read from. No fighting. Welcome to the live stream. You can thumbs up the live if you feel like. Thanks for coming. Natural Life with Althea is outside feeding the chickens as usual. Animals must be fed while I will be reading from the Bible. And the title is Working and Watching at the Same Time. We will read from there as soon as guests arrive. I don't want to read alone. These are hot topics. Working and watching at the same time. What could that have meant? Working and watching at the same time. So you imagine yourself in your yard, working, like doing the laundry, and you have to be watching your back, or sweeping your yard while you have to be watching your back. So this is the topic that we will be, go eat your food, go eat. This is the topic that we will be reading from this morning. And these things are happening long ago, sometimes from long ago. Sometimes people are at a party, they have to be watching their backs. So this here, where we are going to be reading from this morning, it says, working and watching at the same time. And this is the reading. When Sanballat heard that we were building the wall again, he became hungry. So you see, I will read and explain what's happening here as we go along. So from a long time ago in Bethlehem, so the Holy Bible say, it has always been a war. It has always been a war from long ago. So this is the reason why we won't escape the trauma that which the world brings. Jesus alone won't carry the cross and the rest of the world goes free. That's what they told us. And it seems like it's quite so. So this was in Walipa, BC down the line. The problem was always there. So when Sanballat, this is the book of Nehemiah. So this is where we're reading from. But this doesn't, okay. So it's Nehemiah 4. It's Nehemiah 4. No fighting this morning. Eat your rice and your plantain and your pop choy. That's what they are having for breakfast this morning. Rice, plantain, and pop choy. Where is that little one there? And they also have their water. But I will continue to read along on this topic. It says, thanks for the thumbs up. Working and watching. When Sanballat heard that we were building the wall again, thanks for coming, Panito. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because this is a very, very, very interesting channel we have here. It's a beautiful day. If you are wondering which country we are in the beautiful island in the Caribbean Sea, Jamaica. And I'm outside feeding the little chickens as usual. I got you. All right, Panito B. I got you. Thanks so much for making it Natural Life with Althea. So this is what I do most of the mornings. I feed the little chickens. Some of them are up there. They like to stray about. But I am on the watch because there is a mongoose trying to get all of them eaten up. I saw the mongoose yesterday. We tried to catch it. We didn't. So let's pray they do not get the chickens today. Okay, so I am here and I want you to stay for a while because this is a really, 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 really good topic we have here. It says working and watching at the same time. I am not really a preacher, but sometimes I take the Bible and I read some lines from it. I do not quarrel with people about not reading the Bible and not believing what the Bible says. That's not me. I look at the Bible as a book because I'm a reader of many, many books. So I want to see what's going on in this book as well. So I'm reading from Nehemiah or whatever you pronounce it, and it says, working and watching at the same time. And what does come to mind? If you are working and watching at the same time, it means that you are not safe in your zone. So you may be in your home doing your laundry. You have to be peeping through your window. Some people set up camera, but this was what take place here. It says, when Sanballat heard that we were building the wall again, he became very angry. He was filled with anger and he made fun of the Jews. He said to his brothers and the rich man of Samaria, what are these weak Jews doing? So the Jews were there building the wall, and Sanballat was making fun of them. It is like that even now. People sometimes pray in your business, want to know what you're doing, and sometimes your best is still not good enough for them. So sometimes you're doing something, you have to hide from the eyes of people because people will always be people. What are these weak Jews doing? So he described them as weak. They are going to build things again for themselves. So you hear what him say? He was saying that the Jews were going to build things again for themselves. So sometimes when people are on the outside, watching your progress, they are not satisfied because they are not progressing. So they want to keep you down. And he was asking, will they give gift on the altar in worship? So he was raising the gun. So the people were there doing what they were doing, and there were spectators wondering if they were going to do this and wondering if they were going to do that. Will they finish in a day? Those were some of the questions that Sanballat was asking. Will they get good stones for building? Seeing that and he was saying so many things. Tobiah an Amorite was near him and said, if a fox would jump on what they built, he would break their stones wall downs. So there were other people trying to belittle what the Jews were doing. So the Jews were building the wall. And this man was talking against it. And other men joined him. And here is what the other man said. If a fox would jump on those walls that they are building, it will break down. So, sometimes the evil people have company. This is what is happening here, is being depicted here. The evil people have company, even for what you are doing good. So the evil people who hate what you are doing, they have their team as well. And this is what the Jews says. Hear, O our God, we are hated. It's happening now. We are hated. Return their shame on their own heads. So, in those days, when people were trying to help themselves build their houses, their temple, and the evil one comes up to gasp at them, they call on God. And this is what they said. Hear, O God, how we are hated. And they asked that God return the evil to the evil's head. And this is the way people pray even now. And this is the reason why there are churches. There are pastors. They are prayer warriors helping to pray against the evil ones who come up on the godly ones. Thanks, Panito. It is true. It never stops. People hate you for nothing. People hate you for your life. People hate you when you're trying too hard to help yourself. And when people go hard to help themselves, they lose energy. Sometimes they lose even their minds. And people hate them for that. Let them be taken as a servant to a strange land. Do not forgive their sin. So you hear that? This is from the Bible, In those days, when people come up against people wrongfully, people pray that God do not forgive their sins. People pray that God do not, hey, behave for yourself. The cock is here. Do not forgive their sins. Do not let their sins be covered from their own eyes. For they have much fun, for they have made fun of our builders. But we built the wall, and the whole wall was joined together to half its height, for the people had a mind to work. So you still have to have the mind to work and get it right. Thanks again, Panito. Thanks for coming. You still have to have the mind to work and get it right, despite of the evil ones who may come up against us. We still have to have the mind to work. I'm glad I'm reading here this morning, Despite of the evildoers who use their minds and their arts and their energy against us, we still have to have the mind to work. At the end of the day, when we grow up in age, we have to move to what we have already done for ourselves. Some people plant, some people work and save for rainy day. We cannot sit and worry about the people who don't want to make us thrive. We have to pray like these people here. So I'm reading from this Nehemiah 4. Do not let their sins be covered. When Sanballat, Tobiah, and Arab, the Amorites, and the Asdarites heard the work of the building of the wall of Jerusalem went on, and that the broken places began to be closed, they were very angry. So white chocolate, Vivian. Terence, thanks for coming. White chocolate. So I'm here and I'm reading from the book of Nehemiah, and it says, working and watching at the same time. So I'm feeding the chicken as usual, Terence, and thank you so much for always making it natural life with Althea. As you know, it's a beautiful morning and I'm outside as usual feeding the chicken, and I decided to read from the Bible this morning. And it is depicting everything that is going on now. So the people in Samaria were building a wall, the wall of Jerusalem, and the men were fighting against the building of the wall. They were saying all type of things to say, can they build it in a day? And all those foolishness. So it showed that the men stayed together and built the wall still. And while they were building the wall, it was still a problem to the Amorites and some other people. But this reading is saying to us, do not be dismayed, because you can pray to God and God will help you, right? These baby chickens are cute. Yes, they are. And we are watching them, Terence. We are watching them because the mongoose is around. Yesterday, the mongoose running at the house, and me call Kai Kai, and him jump through the it jumped through the window. So we saw the mongoose with our own eyes. We know it's here. It's here. And they prey on the chickens, and we do not want that. Thumbs up the live. So I'm still reading as we go along because this is a very interesting topic. And all of them made plans together to come and fight against Jerusalem and cause trouble in it. So you see, the men were there building the wall. And there were other men that didn't like it. And they made plans to make war, to fight against the people of Jerusalem. But we prayed to God because of them. And we had men watching for them day and night. So they had to set watch. Because while they were building the great wall of Jerusalem, they were intruders that didn't want the wall to be built. So they had to be praying to God against the intruders. Because truth of a fact, we cannot do it on our own. When the enemies come up on us, we have to pray. That's the tool that they have us using. Prayer. You have to be a prayer warrior. You have to be clean though, because you cannot be unclean and pray, because you're not going to get any result. So you have to be not like them. You have to be different. But we prayed to our God because of them. And we had men watching for them day and night. So they were praying and they had their men watching as well. So in that case, this is showing us that we cannot leave everything to God alone. We have to play a part. So they didn't just pray and leave it there. They prayed and watched. They prayed and watched. So it's two things. You have to help to protect yourself while you pray. But we prayed to our God because of them, and we had men watching. Those who carry the loads are becoming weaker, and there is much dust. We are not able to work on the wall. Those who hated us said, so the people who were watching the work going on, they were saying that the men who were working on the wall were getting weaker. So when you work hard, people know that when you work very hard, you lose energy, you lose strength. So that made them happy. And this is the reason why we should always try to work hard enough from we are younger, because the younger people have more strength. So we cannot go working ourselves out when we are coming up in age as well. Make a while the sun shine. Because you see, same like in those days, they were watching the people and they were happy to say, yes, these people are getting weaker because they are working hard. Work hard from you're young. When you're going up in age, ease yourself. Do simpler things. Plant your garden around your yard if you have good yard space, so that you do not have to go to the far woodlands to get food. So you have to try so that the people do not use their minds to pull you down. Because it's true, when you work really, really hard, you may get weaker. Where am I now? I'm still reading. And there is much dust. We are not able to work on the wall. Those who hated us said, they will not know it or see us until we are among them. And they said, unalive them and stop the work. So, you see, they even had plans to unalive the people who were making the wall. Look at that. When the Jews who lived by them came, they told us 10 times. 10 times. They will come up against us from all the places they live. So they were planning a revolution. So they were coming from east, west, north, south to fight the people who were there making the wall in Jerusalem. So, you hear that? They told them 10 times what was going to happen. And this is the reason why sometimes when you are asking somebody to do something and you think the person would say, I forgot, tell them 10 times. Tell them 10 times. So you see, the Bible was always a guide to show you. So you cannot say you weren't told. So it was said they were told 10 times that there would be a revolution. They were planning to come from everywhere to fight against them while they were building the wall. So the 10 times that they were told depict that you hear. You can't say you never hear. You cannot say you weren't being warned, because I told you once, I told you twice, I told you up to 10 times that these people are planning a revolution to unalive us because they do not want the wall to be built in Jerusalem. They will come up against us from all the places where they live. So I put men in the lowest part of the places behind the walls in the open place. I put the people in place by their families with their swords, spears, bows. When I saw their fear, I got up and said to the ruler and the leader of the rest of the people, do not be afraid of them. Do not be afraid of them. Do not be afraid of them. Remember God, who is great, and honor with fear. So we should remember God, who is great, and honor God with fear. This is a good reading. And fight for your brothers, your sons, your daughters, your wives, and your houses. I'm going to read that part again. They said, do not be afraid of them. Do not be afraid of no one. Once you know that you are clean in heart and what you are doing is for the best, do not be afraid of them. Get up and fight for your brothers, your sons, your daughters, your wives, and your houses. I like this part. When those who ate us heard that it was known to us, and that God has brought trouble to their plan. So God will bring trouble to their plan. God will bring trouble to the evil one's plan. So do what you are doing. This is what the book is saying. And all of us returned to the wall. So they returned to what they were doing. Each one returned to his work. From that day on, half of our servants did the work, while half of them held the spear. So some were working, some were watching. So they were working, doing the work with one hand and using the spear of protection in the other hand. It was hard on them just to protect their own interests. So sometimes it's very hard on us just to protect our own interests. But God said, carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on. Do what you have to do. Watch, work and watch. Keep your weapon in one hand and do your work with the other hand. Yes, Terence, this is the reading of the morning. I'm glad I clicked here. So I continue to read. From that day on, half of the servants did the work, while half of them held the spears, battle covering, bows, and battle clothes, and the captain stood behind the whole house of Judah. So you have to be the captain and stand behind your family. Stand behind your whole house. Stand behind your mother once she is there with you. Stand behind your sisters. Stand behind your brothers. Stand behind your friends, your children, your wives, your husband. We have to stand together with each other and stop pulling down each other and fighting on each other. I'm still reading. Those who were building the wall and those who carry loads did their work with one hand and held something to fight with in the other hand. Each builder wore his sword at his side as he built. You hear that? Wear your sword at your side when you are doing anything. Whatever you call your sword, if it is the protection of God, you have to have your protection on you. Whatever simple protection it is, because the enemies, Panito is still there. Althea, vote for Althea for Prime Minister of Jamaica. Terence, I see you. Behave yourself. I don't want them headache there. The simple things is our blessing. Simple things are your blessing. You know, I'm happy I'm able to be bringing this reading across. So those who are building the wall, those who carried the load, did their work with one hand and held something to fight in the other hand. Each builder wore a sword at his side as he built. The man who blew the horn stood beside him. So, Terence, wear your sword by your side. Yeah, man. Each builder wore his sword at his side as he built. The man who blew the horn stood beside me. So there was a horn blower, that man would indicate when the troublemakers are coming. And it is still good when you are on a work site or wherever you are, to have your horn on you. Blow the horn. It is good for you to keep a horn in your house as well, a very loud one. And you can indicate to your neighbors, to the neighborhood, if you hear this horn honking in the middle of the night from my house, it means that something goes wrong here. But we do not practice ways and means of good protection. We do not. We spend our time, oh my word. bird. It's long time I no see a bird like this. This is a hummingbird, our national bird, the doctor bird. Where did it go? Come back. So it would be good if we practice keeping a very loud horn in our houses as well, and we could indicate to our neighbors, to the people in the community, that when you hear this horn honk, it means that you should be on the alert. So there was a man who kept the horn in those days when they were building the Great Wall of Jerusalem, because they were getting a lot of fight from the Amorites and other people. So they had to be on the alert. So what they did in those days, they kept their sword on on their side, and they work and watch. Those who were building the walls, who were carrying load, did their work with one hand and held something to fight in the other hand. Each builder wore his sword at his side as he built. The man who blew the horn stood beside me. I said to the rulers, leaders, and the rest of the people, there is very much work to be done, and we are separated on the wall far from one another. In whatever places you hear the sound of the horn, gather together to us there. Our God will fight for us. Our God will fight for us. So we did the work with half of them holding spears from sunrise until the stars came out. You see how hard this was? Yes, I'm still waiting for the man to cut the grass. And I'm still waiting on another man to come and start up the van for me. So it's just waiting, 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 waiting. But I'm going to buy a walker, and cut the lawn myself, because I have to be brave. I have to try. I can't wait for a man so long. So we did the work with half of them holding spears from sunrise until the star came out. Every morning, this fowl make nice on the lawn. Oh, you disgusting, so. Go on, man, your belly full. Me feed you from morning. Go and go look cock. Go and go look cock, man. Sure. Go on, go look cock. Go on. Yes, cock them out this so. I want to continue to read, my people. The man who blew the horn stood, okay, in whatever place is here. Oh, okay, so we did the work with half of our hand. I read that. At that time, I also said to the people, let every man and his servant spend the night within Jerusalem, so they may watch for us during the night and work during the day. So they had to have plans. So they watch in the night and work in the day. Watch in the night and work in the day. And that is the reason why sometimes we have something times called watch night, don't it? Watch night. Boy, may I tell you, people have hard time for a long time with people. It's not the goat. It's not the cows sometimes. All the goats and the cows, the animal do, is when they are stray, they walk around and eat people, flowering plants, or eat down people, plants that them plants to survive. But the biggest problem on earth is always us as human against each other. What are we fighting for? Why do we do that? Why are we like that? Boy, I can't manage. I'm still reading. Let every man and his servant spend the night within Jerusalem, so they can watch for us during the night and work during the day. So none of us, my brothers, my servants, all the soldiers who followed me, took off our clothes, or each man kept something to fight with in his hand. So you have to keep something to fight with sometimes in your hand, because the evil people may come up against us, and it will never stop. It will never stop. A few months ago, my daughter went to school, And she came back with a report to say, Mommy, some girls are against me. They are saying that every day my ear is well combed and I am always neat. I say, do not pay those girls any mind. Do not answer to them. Pretend you do not hear. They are the evil ones. They exist from creation. It will never stop. No matter how you go about, there is always somebody who find fault. You fix up yourself, thanks for the thumbs up. J Brown is there. Althea, happy morning, blessed morning. J Brown is in the building. Oh, you mean? Long time no see. J Brown, me sorry you missed the reading. I hope you can get the time to rewatch this live stream. And you know, Althea will start back from scratch. You know, me I'm a Bible person, but I decided to feed the chickens this morning. Them eat off the food and gone. And I am reading here. And I'm reading this line in the Bible with so much emphasis. It says, it is from Nehemiah 4. It says, working and watching at the same time. I never heard this reading from no pastor nor nowhere in no church. You know, sometimes they tell us some little story, but this story is so interesting. The people were building the wall of Jerusalem. And there comes Sanballat and his evil mind people fighting against the building of the wall for no reason at all. No reason at all. Bringing his gangs and his warriors to fight the people. The people had to be praying to God for protection against Sanballat and the Amorites. And they had to be working and watching and having their swords on their sides and using the horn to honk when there is the troublemaker coming. I tell you. So I continue to read and say thanks for coming. It's appreciated. Coed chocolate, blessed morning. All right, J Brown is there. Do not touch that dial because this reading is epic. I said to the rulers and the leaders of the rest of the people, there is very much work to do, and we are separated on the wall, far from one another. In every place you hear the sound of the horn, gather together. Our God will fight for us. So we did the work, half of them holding spears from sunrise until the stars came out. At that time I said to the people, let every man and his servant spend the night within Jerusalem, so they may watch for us during the night, and we will go back to work in the morning. Each man kept something to fight with in his hand, even when he went to wash. You can imagine, all when the man then go bathe, them have something in their hand and watch. Because the evil ones will come at them anytime. So you do not let down on your guard. This is what this reading is saying. All when you go in your bathroom for bathe, do not let down on your guard. Pray. You may slide in it. You may hit your head. You have to have your guard. Your guard mean sometimes your weapon, and your biggest guard is God. Your biggest God is God. Say it after me, my people. Our biggest God is God. And it is true. Better believe that. Thumbs up, Miss Davis, wherever she is, her house, Marcus. Big up her born child of God. Now the people and their wives began to cry in a loud voice against their Jewish brother. For some said, we, our sons and our daughters are many. Let us grain that we may eat and live. You hear that, J Brown? That is true. The liar, them not telling the truth, so none of them can talk to me. You understand, J Brown? You have to go read for yourself. Yeah, because this reading that I'm here, this is a Bible that is in my house. Long time ago in the New Life Version. And it not set up like the rest of the Bible them. And I've been here sitting. Now I have to take it up. That is true. You cannot let down on your guard and hear what is happening here. Help for the people. Now the people and their wife began to cry in a loud voice against their Jewish brothers. For some said, we our sons and our daughters are many. Let us grain, let us grain that we may eat and live. I like this part. So you see how long this was from how much BC, And they speak against each other because they realize that their families were coming up in enough, expanding, and they said, let us grain. It means let us plant. So natural life with Althea come right back to everything is coming right back because the people couldn't be eating without strength. So it was said, no, let us grain. We, our sons and daughters, are many. So when you are getting, a lot of children, when you are getting your wife pregnant, when you as the wife is getting pregnant and you are expanding the family, if you have land area, you have to grain, you have to plant some corns, some plantain, some bananas, some mango trees. Plant so that your family can eat comfortably. We, our sons and daughters, are getting many, so let us grain that we may eat and live. And some said, we are giving up our fields, our grapevines, and our houses, that we might get grains because of no food. So famine came in even those times. They have to be giving up like bartering at the time. But let's see what happened here. And I tell you the truth. Musa says, I, Musa. Thanks for coming, Musa's gaming. I was like, we are giving up our fields, our grapevines, and our houses. We might get grains because of no food. Others said, we have taken money from others to pay the king tax. You see how long them take tax from the people on our fields and our grapevines, and we must pay back this money. Our flesh is like flesh of our brothers. Our children are like their children. Yet we are made to sell our sons and daughters to work for them. So you see, there was becoming the problem. You understand? There was becoming the problem. So the people were saying, we are all one. And in order for us to survive, we have to work for the richer people in order to make them much richer. And we are still here, poor. But let's read. Our children are like their children, yet we are made to sell our sons and daughters to work for others. Some of our daughters have already been sold and taken away. We cannot do anything because of our fields and vines belongs to others. So they had to give up. In those days, they also have to give up what they have to survive otherwise. What go on there now? Yeah. So you come cut the land today? All right. Respect Joe, man. Respect Joe. Yeah. How far them I go? Morning dream. And a dream. A Paris. Paris. So the neighbors are passing by giving thanks. I was angry when I heard their cry and their words. I thought about it and spoke sharp words to the rulers and the leader. I said to them, "You are making the people pay back more money than you give them to use." And this is what is still happening now. Look at that. You are making, let me read this again. So the rulers always do this. The rulers always have these people spending more than they earn. And especially here in Jamaica, it's very, 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 very bad. So it was from the Bible days. I'm reading from the Bible. So the people were disgruntled because they didn't have food. I was feeding the chickens, but they ate and them gone. They didn't have enough food and they have to be trading their families for food and sending their families to work for little and nothing. And this is what somebody said. I was very angry when I heard the people's cry and their words. I thought about it. And I spoke sharp words to the rulers and the leaders. I said to them, "You are making the people pay back more money than you give them to use." Let us read that again. Gather here, crowd, gather. This one crowd. These reading need the entire globe. Believe. So I gathered many people together against them. And I said to them, "As we have been able, we have bought and freed our Jewish brothers who were sold to the nation, but would even sell their brother, they may be sold to us." They were quiet and could not find a word to say. They were quiet and could not find a word to say. So they were cornered. Yes. So I'm going to get the yard walk this morning, hopefully, giving thanks. Time and patience does everything. Time and patience. But you would even sell your brothers that they may be sold to us. They were quiet and could not find a word to say. So I said, What what you are doing is not good. What you are doing is not good. That's what he said to the rulers. Should you not walk in the fear of our God to stop the nation who ate us from putting us to shame? I, my brothers and my servants are giving them money and grain. Let us stop making them pay back more than they are given. Return to them this very day. To them 100 part of the money, grain, new wine, and oil that you have been making them pay. Then they said, "We will give these back and will ask nothing from them. We will do just as you say." So I called the religious leaders and had them promise that they would keep their word. I shook out the front of my clothing and said, "So, my God, shake out every man from his house and from all he has worked for, who does not keep this promise. So may he be shaken out and made empty." And all the people said, "Let it be so," and praise God. Then they did as they promised. So this reading said that they were taking taxes from the people and they were having the people spend what they didn't have. That was what it was talking about. So there was somebody who stepped in and spoke to the leaders and the rulers and said, no, give the people back their oil, give the people back their grains, give the people back all that you have taken from them. Julie is there. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Julie. So I was reading from Nehemiah 4 this morning, Nehemiah 4, and I would like for everyone to read this for themselves with their own understanding. Because sometimes I'm listening to some preaching and some things that's going on in church, and I have to wonder, because there is also a church. Sometimes, me said, stop make noise above my head. And when I listen to the preaching, sometimes when the church is going on, not sometimes, almost all the time, because I don't have to even go because everything echoes in my house. It's the same preaching. It's the same reading every time. So I am saying to myself, why would I be there? I saw me hard to learn. Me have to go in at the same church every week for the same lesson teach to me. I saw me stubborn. Me nah go. So that's how. Julie, happy Sabbath. Good morning. Yes, happy Sabbath. J Brown is here. Good morning, everyone. Enjoy your weekend ahead. Said White Chocolate, aka Terence. Musa blessed morning, said J Brown. So I am tired of hearing the same jump and a knock. Change up the thing, no man. Read Nehemiah 4, explain it to the people like I had explained. Because from me born till now, and listening to the church over my head, I never heard this message. I never heard this reading explained. So because I just read it, I can explain to the people who just come. They were building the wall in Jerusalem. And people that didn't like the building of the wall came up against them. The wall that was building was good enough to be built at the time. It made sense. But there were some people who didn't like the idea of building the wall. So they formed a team against the builders of the wall. And the builders had to be watching, working with their swords in one hand, and they have to be unking their horn. So there was a horn man to unk the horn when they were coming to fight against them. So they gathered a team to fight against the builder in those days. But they stood together, the builders stood together, joined hands together and see how they were going to alleviate this problem. So they work in the mornings and they watch at night, and they were saying, the wicked ones were saying that they are getting weak now because them a work hard, and them a say, then that the wall they can build in a one day, and it's like the people who are living in the now. So it was said that even when they were going to take their shower, they had to be walking with their guards, with their swords, with their weapon. They didn't drop their guards. So this is saying to us, beautiful backyard. It's the front of the yard, really, you know. Well, thanks, though. And I'm waiting on the man to come and walk it. He just indicate to me that he's coming. He's tying out the goats and going to come right now. J. Brown says some of them no better. Them telling the same story over and over and over and then this book that is called the Bible is so huge. There's so much to be told in it. Born in the throat and stuck in the neck. Them not move, them not explain the thing. So it was being read that, and sometimes you see in these reading, sometimes it may have been true, and sometimes somebody said the Bible is being written as a parable for us to understand our way forward. You see, they speak about the honking of the horn. You know, I have a horn in my house there. I have a horn in my house there. And George live over there, so. And I didn't even read this. But it came to my mind, and I said to George, if you hear this horn honk in the middle of the night. Morning, Aunt Madge. What happened to your church up here, so? Now, what happened today? But you got one different church. Oh, so you not got the one, yes, so? You go sometime. All right. I said to him, I don't even know if he remember, but me I go remind him, if you hear this on honk in the middle of the night, it means that I need help. So we can even form a neighborhood watch. Some people will be like, you know, them troublesome people and honk the horn when there is nothing, cry wolf wolf, because you have all type of people. People just do not do things straight. Like Jackass say, the world no level. Jackass can't talk, but them say Jackass say the world no level. So you could have those type of tragedies around you. You know, so me carry the flowers here from somewhere for plant it. And lazy take me no plant the flowers. One day if it will still survive. Me go plant it, you know. So thanks so much, man, for making it in. I am outside in the mornings. Always. So the bike will make the noise, the chickens will make the noise. Guys, you saw when I found this plant. It was my brother who took it down off the tree and I tell me about. I say, what sister do with this? A bush. A bush this. And my wild bush. All right, sell me. I wait for you, you know, my boss. Care a piece of pumpkin for me, you know. And 2 sweet pepper. So we do it with we neighbor, you know. So the reading, wow, the lilies are out. Oh, Althea. So Julie is there. Julie is 0.3. Guys, you know what is going to happen? I'm going to charge the phone and I'm going to come back live again. I don't know if I still have the live. Can somebody tell me if I still have the live? Julie. Big up Golden Arts. The Golden Arts Day. Long time. Oh, my word. Can somebody tell me if I still have the live stream going because I go out of signal? But all right, there's something going on. So you gotta tell me say internet weak, so that's me can't go right this so. From this so to this so. All right, J. Brown say yes. So I was saying the reading indicated to me that I should always keep my guards up. Do not drop my guard. You know? I have a lot of guards. Let me tell you some. So one of my guard is my alcohol. I keep it at my bedside. Another one of my guard is my so I have some bedside guards. Is my rubbing, like the Guinean weed and rum and alcohol and vodka and the 40 leg in the bottle. So I keep that at my bedside if I wake up with a cramp foot or a cramp hand. Because I'm going up in age, so I have to have all my rubbings as well. So I keep that at my bedside. I keep my weapon at my bedside. I will not say what type of weapon I keep at my bedside because everybody have to have their type of weapon. So, and I also keep my insect spray at my bedside. You know why? Because we live on a place called Earth. Things can crawl through the window. the door, and wherever they're coming from when you open your house during the daytime, because most people open their doors. Sometimes we have door stoppers, sometimes we have window stoppers, but that doesn't stop the snakes, the bugs from coming in when you are unattended, not watching, so they can come through the window when the window is open if you do not have special mesh around the windows, or you open the door to get fresh air, because it's natural thing to open up your house. And you're not going to watch every time. So something can crawl in during the days. Yesterday, a mongoose was in my house. And I locked the door when I realized that the mongoose came in and rushed to get somebody to come and get it out. And it drummed through the window. So I keep my insect spray at my bedside just in case a bug or a lizard or a farty leg. Somebody say, oh, me know it's a farty leg. I saw them tell we say it name. We don't have no time for count legs. Maybe somebody had already counted it, so we call it farty leg. Running by. So that I can grab at my insect spray during the night and take it down before it takes me down. Julie said, looking good. Yes, you are. Okay. So as I was saying, I was feeding the chickens food and water, and their bellies are full, so them gone. And I am expecting the young man to come and walk the lawn for me. That is money again. Money don't know. But I can't walk with so much grass I touch my foot. No, sir. I go scratch me up and scratch up my daughter inside here. And sometimes the little baby, Paris, come to visit. And she is so nice. The other day she saw me working and she said, Althea. Everybody was sitting out at the gates making soup and playing music. And she rushed into the yard and she said, Althea, come outside, come sit with us, come sit down. She knows I do not sit much because I'm always working, working, working. But she's always seeing other people sitting down. So she said, Althea, come and sit down with us. Guys, sometimes I really cannot sit down because how this life set, you have to keep going. I have brothers who no put their head on them body. So at the end of the day, when I think about life moving forward, I do not think about myself. Me good. Me good. I have to think about them. So my plan is, because you have to think about your brothers and your sisters and your siblings that doesn't think heavily about themselves, and sometimes you cannot even get them to think like you are thinking. So you just leave that alone and do what you can do as families and friends. I was talking to somebody yesterday and the person told me, Julie said Althea is seeing some big toads that was not around before Melissa. You're seeing some toads. They always jump in on the windows and want to come inside. Well, I bought a fishing bag online and I put it under the cellar in my garage. And I took it up one day and hey, it looked like it was a frog mesh me send go by. Them got into it because it was under the cellar resting. And we not go under cellar regular. And they actually went in there and died. And I was so happy. I threw them out. So maybe you need one of those bags, Auntie Julie. Yes. Maybe you need one of those bags. Them always come here, but we do not arm them. We do not arm them. Some people said throw salt on them. If you can get them, catch them, and carry them far away from the house, let them get a different habitat. So maybe you need to go toad hunting, like sometimes we go crab hunting. Yes, Godfrey. Yeah. Julie said, looking good. I'm jumping on the window and want to come inside. My daughter are afraid of them. The children are afraid of them. I want to tell you something. My daughter here, she sleeps upstairs. Yeah, way up this so. She normally want to sleep. But I do not like to sleep on the upstairs because when the earthquake was imminent, when the earthquake shook, I was up there. Yes, I was up there lying in a big bed. And like the spirit said, Althea, get out of this bed. Because I wasn't feeling well, so there's a medicine chest up there. And I went to get Pepto-Bismol. My belly wasn't feeling well. So I went up there to get the Pepto-Bismol. And I lied in the bed. Or somewhere up there, me lie down. And like a spirit, Althea, get up and go. And go downstairs. And when me get up and rush downstairs, the earth start to shake. And when me look back up, they come like say the whole of up there so I tear off. Upstairs, I would have had an heart attack if I was on the top of the building when the earth shook profoundly. You know, when that earthquake was imminent, where shake off the liquor them off of the shelf and mash down people's house. So I rather to stay low. But my daughter loves to sleep up there in her luxury room. But if she ever see a lizard or a bat, she rush downstairs. And that is what me want her to do. Rush downstairs, come sleep in my bed to keep my company. Yes, so, so anytime you hear, sometime in the middle of the night, me hear, Mommy, come! I said, don't frighten me in my sleep. I tell you to sleep down here. Don't frighten me in my sleep, man. And me jump up with my heart a beat, boop, 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 boop. And sometimes it's just a lizard or a black bat. She said the black bat is circling round her head when she's up there watching television or so. So she not going to sleep in that bed. She's going to come and sleep in my bed. So sometimes it's okay for them to be scared. In that way, they will hug on you more and come and stay. Because sometimes you really need the company. You can just imagine a toad in your daughter's room. And then no, you didn't need company in your room. What go on? Real hard out, you can't stay one place. What go on at Windsor now? Sound I go play? Where's sound name? Black Alliance to the world. J Brown, sound I go play at Windsor. I experienced earthquake from upstairs a plaza. It was very scary. Your daughter afraid of them? Yeah, scary. And I never want an earthquake is unpredictable. Sometimes you never know. You have some people where I want say earthquake and so yes, and sometimes it's true. A lot of people don't like frog, lizard, and snakes. Me don't like them myself. Listen, give me the frog. Me not too like the lizard, but you can give me to. But if I look and see a snake here, that snake, me not take my eye off of it until somebody come get it. But I may take my eyes off the frog. I may go about my business and leave the lizard to be. But there are two insects that I'm not going to, or three, or even more. If I see a scorpion in my yard, I am not going to rest until it's out of here. If I see a snake in my yard, I'm not going to rest until it's out of here. And if I see a 40 leg, and this is where the insect spray comes in. You have to have it. Some people cannot afford to buy it. Some people, you go to them yard, them can't even give you a piece of paper towel, the way life hard. And life is hard, and some people do not know how to hustle hard. Like me, hustle hard. So when me do my hustle, I go buy my paper towel them, and I go buy me insect spray them. And them the things are the first things I go in a supermarket for. So me not going to use my money and buy plastic bottle drinks where I go raise up my sugar level. I go buy the most important things to protect myself. Because number one, This is the reason why I keep the chickens, the little fowl them around the yard, because I have seen snakes here. I have seen snakes here. Some no snake there here. Earthquake is not a nice feeling. I don't want to experience it again. A lot of people don't like frog, lizard, and snakes. Me don't like them either, said J. Brown. Give me 1 million hurricane. If you want to say, choose Althea, if you're going to get hurricane today, tomorrow, and the other day, and the other day, and the other day, or you're going to get earthquake today and the other day, give me the hurricane, please. Because other than the hurricane blowing down the plants, etc., houses, you get a warning during an hurricane. The wind from the hurricane is what allows the plants to come back, revitalize. So, in truth of a fact, it's very disastrous. We get the warning. We should go to safer grounds and do not be stupid when we get the warning. But the hurricane is why these plants look so luscious. It's called the Saharan dust. So when the hurricane blow and things come back to standstill, the plants revitalize with even no fertilizer. They come back looking really, really sweet and nice. So the hurricane is has negative effects, and it also have positive effects. Only thing the earthquake have is negative effects. So anything that have negative effect is that which we should pray against. Earthquake is not a nice thing. I don't want to experience it again. It's a very fearful thing, but as they say, once you have God on your side, you do not have to even worry about the earthquake. So there are some insects and there are some animals as well that I do not go near to. I may go close to a sheep, and it's not really nice to go near to sheep either. I may go near to a goat, but I am not going close to no cow. I am not going close to no cow. And this is the reason why it's very, very sad for me, because I cannot go down to my ocean floor anymore, especially all by myself. If I have good company, I may go, but like I get up in the morning early and I go exercise and I go down to the ocean and collect shells or run on the sun and exercise, I cannot do that anymore. Because the cows, the animal farmers let go the cows down there. And sometimes when you say, all right, you're moving and going out to the seaside to exercise on the sand, the cows are out there exercising on the sand too. Even the animal farmers find it strange, because one of them said to me they went to search for the cows. They were disgruntled because they couldn't find the cows. When them look down the seashore, 100 cow coming up behind each other like it's a parade on the sea sand. And they have never seen the cows walking on the sea sand. Me cannot swim. So you can just imagine me down there, throwing my line in the sea, and the cow them rush me. What do I do? What do I do? So I refrain from going down there. And not only that, the cow them mess up the whole surface. So when you walk, you have to be careful where you put your foot. So it's a change thing going on now. And then You cannot fight against the farmers who want something subsistent in life to help themselves. They decide that they want to do cow. The area down there is flat and broad. Them no business about who are fishing or who are throw line a sea and who want use environment. Them a care about themselves. So the thing about me going down and seeing the beautiful sunrise in the morning, it's a thing of the past now. Maybe further down in the years it may come back. Maybe they may sell the cows out or take them to a different place to feed. I don't know. When you come to Rome, you do as the Romans. Maybe I need to put 2 cows down there too. What you think, Jay Brown? Help me out here. Uh, Audrey is there. I don't trust no animal. Not going nowhere near them. They are not talking to me. Hi, Audrey Berrick. Thanks for coming. As I was saying, I was feeding the little chickens water and food. Them eat up all them food and them belly full and them gone. And I was reading some lines from the Bible, and it was very, very interesting. And it taught me a lot to keep my guards, keep whatever you think would be necessary for you to use in the middle of the night near your bedside table, like your insect repellent, your weapon, whatever weapon you need to use to protect yourself in case of an intruder coming inside your house. Yes. And some people have pain in their hands and their ankle, and you can put your pain rub at your bedside. Keep your guards. Those should be some of your guards. And I was saying that I am awaiting the man to come and do the lawn, and he should be coming anytime now, giving thanks. It's such a beautiful day. I do not have much to do today, so I can come back live on another topic when I recharge the phone. Today is a beautiful day. I had some gungo beans to plant. We got rain last night. I wanted to go to the candlelight last night, but when I was getting ready, the wind started, the rain started, and I closed my grill and got back inside. And then when I came out back, I realized that the rain stopped and I wanted to go. No company for me to go with. No company. So there was a candlelight further up the road, and I wasn't going to go outside in the dark all by myself. I thought the shop was open, and I went out calling, Rochelle, Rochelle, Rochelle gone. J. Brown said, yes, but if they don't have place for a raised animal, why turn trouble to people with them? I ask myself that question all the time. But what I think happened is that the people who rear animals realize that they are people who bought land here that are not using the lands to do nothing at all. So when they let the cows and the goats go, those animals will go to those premises and eat the grass and get fat. So on Christmas time, the people here in Jamaica love to sell the animal because Christmas time they want a lot of money. Mostly on, ooh, the bird is back. Ooh, don't go, don't go. So they use it as a mean of getting Christmas money. I was here thinking this morning when I was shelling the gungo, I was saying if these animal farmers just give a 2-year break, just tie up the animals and leave the plants to grow, the gungo peas, the okra, it would be so nice and peaceful. But they are not going to do that because it is shown that rearing animal will give them a lot of money. Goats become expensive. People still need the meat to eat. cows, you know, they meat them sweet. So what they do is let go the goat and the cow them so that they can go about in the premises that are vacant. And this is the reason why they decide to rear animals. And they do not give a red about us as farmers who are trying to plant so that we can eat some, share some, and sell some. It's hard. Althea, the view is beautiful. Look at nature. Yes, it is. And sometimes when I'm out here, I do not want to go nowhere else. We are standing on holy ground, and I know that they are angels all around. I can hear the chirping of the birds from here. I really miss going down to the ocean. I cannot go. Sometimes me alone just walk the seashore, just walk. I can see the night dew glistening on the ground because the grass are low, because the sheep always keep it low. So there are sheep there are cows, goat, and they are in a safe haven. We used to have people come and thief the animals, but the people realize that the guards are out, so they cannot come and thief anybody animal here again. The animals are safe. I am not against the rearing of animals. Sometimes I myself love to watch the sheep graze. When the goats pass in a flock, I like to see them, but what I like for the farmers to do is tie up the big ones, put the small ones in pens and give them grass. Because when they let go the small ones to say they cannot tie yet, those are the ones that eat on the farm produce, and it is even worse when those small goats eat on the things you plant, because them eating and then not stop. Them eating and them don't stop because them want them belly to full. We gonna eat now. Oh, him find some tomatoes. Yes, the view is beautiful. Hello. How are you this morning? Drink some water. Now we might go scrape and shovel. Look for worms and other insects. So it could stay like this all day. All day while my belly rumbles for food. So J Brown, when last you touch your rice bitters. You get some rice bitters? Back in the days, people never have no problem raising animals because they don't have to respect for no one else. Them not have no respect for no one else. One fall a little upon my veranda, you know. I could go check it out. Hey! Hey! What? 4 eggs! 4 eggs! 4 eggs on the block. Boy, I tell you, them 4 eggs, 1 egg come so that me can clean up the veranda. I was crushing some herbs around this corner here. Some rice bitters. Yes, I need to do some cleaning up around this corner in the morning, yeah. Yeah. Why this cocoa want go plant now? Oh my word, I have some trees to plant. And this also is what is Spanish elm? Spanish elm. This one go plant on the farm. There is so much going on around this little corner here. The fallen takes it for me. What about the one with the chicken them? It's here, you know. It was feeding this morning, but it's for leave because the mongoose them took them down. You know, I asked somebody to come and make a coop for them to no avail. The person told me to buy the wire. I bought the wire. And the coop still can't make. But time and patience, man. We're gonna get somebody else. So as soon as we have more chickens being born, I'm going to make sure that they are being placed in a coop so that I don't have much control. I put them in a drum and they were dying off in the drum because I don't know what was happening. Maybe other fowl going at the drum got sleep with them. What go on, Uncle Paul? You're there on sale. You know the pineapple in a bag there. The pine then a start ripe. You go throw down work, you know. You go get help today. Oh, you lay black today too. A long time I not come check pan on work. What do I know do? Yeah, man. Oh God, what about the ones with the chicken? That's what I was saying. It was here. Eating, 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 eating. But I'm very happy. Yes, I see a bird. I see, shh, shh, shh. I see a bird. I see a bird. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I see a bird. Hey, don't mess up the place, you know. That's what I don't know, though. That is the reason why I don't want no more than 2 or 3 birds passing by here, you know. I see some people rearing birds, pigeon on top of pigeon, flying on their house top. Me no want so much bird in my place. 1 or 2 bird visit, that's it. No flying birds, they're messing all your head. Ground bird. Because what the chickens does is fertilize the place as well. And that is the reason why I like when they are down in the cocoa walk and the planting walk, where the canes are and the pineapple. I have a pineapple down the bottom there. Look like the goat them come and trample it. So it's bowed down. So I leave it on the stem to see if it will get some some more. Yeah. The mongoose, them no ease on the chicken, them at all. No, them not ease. Judge say there are a lot of mongoose down in the bushes there. So that's the reason why they are coming up. It's hard for me alone to fight against the mongoose. Very, very hard. Somebody promised me one trap. Me yet to go get it, but I'm going to get it. Yeah, I'm going to get it. And I'm going to make the coop for the chickens. And the mongoose alone a problem to the chicken, you know, the rat, the dogs, sometimes even the cats attack them. So they are always under attacks. They are not safe. Little chickens are not safe at all, at all. So the mongoose, them come down from all the way down in a George Gully. And them come and them come and them keep coming. Exactly where to come and find the little chickens. Them know exactly where to come. But you see how luscious the yard looks? It's because the chickens are here and they are fertilizing the soil. Yes. You see cocoa them look healthy and wealthy. Yeah. So I like when they stay down that side. They are mostly down there. And it's very, very nice to see them. Them no mess the yard like that, you know. Seldomly you may see a little droplet from them. Good, nice chickens we have here. Yeah. Them fertilize my food and make the foods strong and nice and healthy. So they have to stay. Good morning. No bother you preach today? Preach Nehemiah 4. Tell the pastor to preach Nehemiah 4 today. Read Nehemiah 4. The mongoose, them not ease. Them not, no, them horrible, horrifying. Them use a little chickens as food. But wonder what else is their food though? What else is the mongoose them food? Where them eat pan in deer habitat? Here is a lovely one coming up. Hey, where you heading? They are my friends. Yes, I encourage them. Mongoose are very intimidating. Me afraid of them when them stand up and look. Well, the mongoose, they said they came here to get rid of the snakes. Okay, yes, so they are eating snakes as well. So maybe they cannot find enough snakes, so they prey on the little chickens. So they too have their purpose is, but then we do not want them to unalive the little chickens because the little chickens look so lovely around the yard, browsing around, you know, and collecting other insects. Because mongoose can collect fat leg, you know. These are the ones. So these are the ones that can collect both the snakes and the scorpions and the party legs and other bugs and worms and flies, and they are the best. So these are the top notch. They work even better than mongooses. So thumbs up to them. So we have to keep them around. And a lot of people do not like to keep them around because them say them do too much droplet. What about ducks? Ducks are the worst. Ducks, them we shit up the place. These not shit up the place like the ducks. Yeah, drink your water. Mm-hmm. Boy, I tell you, there's so much going on. And they eat more than they drink, you know. Seldomly you may see them come to drink some water. Them do not fool around water that much. And when you give them the food in the plate, them don't like to eat out of the plate. They like to eat from the ground. So you have to just work with the animal like they are. So the chickens want you to throw the rice and the corns and the foods on the ground for them to consume. They are ground eater. Like some foods they encourage you to eat even as a human being with your hands because they call it finger food. And some food you eat with spoon or fork. But you have some people in some countries that use their hands to eat everything. I don't know, everybody have their own culture and their own thought. But I was born and raised seeing the little chicken browsing around. This is our culture. My daughter said, my daughter here, Zani, she said, Mommy, the difference with here and the place I stay in America when I go to America is that you don't see no fowl messing no yard. So some people really do not want them around. But some of those places are concrete jungles and you do not see insects like how you see the insects here because we live in the bushes and everything is here in the bushes. Long life is here in the bushes. A lot of farm produce is here in the bushes. Insects are here in the bushes. So when you are living in the bushes, you have to have animals like these. Different place, different settings. So we have to have these around in order to get rid of the harmful insects that may even unalive us. Yes, I was bitten once by a 40 leg. The other night, my daughter called me and she said, Mommy, come quick. I saw a 40 leg running upstairs and I never stopped till I find it. I wouldn't sleep. You wipe off your mouth. Them don't like feel nothing on their mouths, you know. Seems like I have to give them some more food, J Brown. They are still hungry. I have coconut trash saved in the freezer from before Mama died. Mama left them some coconut trash, but I always leave that as reserve. There's a man down the road, this man. Him always do coconut oil, so I will go visit him to get some coconut trash for him. I do not want to use up all the coconut trash that is being left in the fridge. Mama distinctively asked me to watch them because she say, when the man them done eat off the cock them turn pan the end. May my mom's soul rest in peace. This long while me no dream see her. Where you there, mama? I always like to dream. I always like when she comes in my dream. One mama, never two. Yeah, man. Yeah, drink your water. Drink your water. And mind your own business. I didn't have a lot of plans for today. Monday will be a booming day for me. They do have They do have them here. People have them in them yard. Can't have them running all over the place. They will get in trouble. Okay. Yeah, I realize some people in America who live in the countryside mainly will have their little chickens around their yards. I've seen flim with them. Yeah. But some place, my daughter have snakes in Georgia where she lives. Because sometimes her husband will be cutting the lawn and there are snakes there. hmm I never heard her complain about rats. I'm going to ask her. But I see videos with snakes. So I will tell her, make sure you close that door and that window. I don't want those snakes to bite you and DJ and your husband up. Or if my son or anyone that comes to visit. So there are long snakes there roaming around in that area. I'm not sure what I should do with the eggs on the veranda, though, if I should leave them there to be, or if I should take them up and give somebody, or I should allow the mother hen who is laying to hatch her baby chicks out from them. I don't know. I don't even know if they are safe there because the mongoose come here, there, and everywhere, searching. Don't fight. These are sisters. I remember the very day they were born. Yeah. So Jay Brown say they do have chickens here in America and other parts of the world. Every country you can find people rearing their chickens. Some people raise them to eat. Somebody asked me on a stream if I rear them to eat. No. I couldn't imagine eating one of these chickens. That was like when I was young, and I followed the culture. I stopped following that culture. They are definitely for helping to clean the yard up of insects. And I give them the spare foods around the yard as well. Because sometimes we have life with Tasharia. Hello. Thanks for coming. Flooding in Jamaica, Mandeville, Manchester, said Golf Adventure. Yeah, we were having a lot of rain. Tasharia, finish your exercise. Thanks for coming. Jay Brown is here. And we had some other visitors earlier. I appreciate all the way. The other day when there wasn't any rain falling and every morning I see the sunshine like this. I almost started to cry because I said, the summer is up on us, no rain. And I planted some pop chow and some cabbage up the top there. And then the rain came. and the rain keep coming, and there some areas in Jamaica we are having flood, and my friend is going to be planting some pineapple nearby here soon. So I hope we get some more rain as well. Happy blessed Sabbath, Tasharia, said J. Brown. So the rain is good for us as farmers, and for me, I wouldn't mind if the rain fall every early morning. Every early morning. But I'm fearful going into the summer to see what the rain would be like for the plants. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to put as much plants in the earth before the summer comes, because we cannot plant in the summer. So I'm targeting at least 100 planting and some more pineapples. And on the 8th of this month, I'm waiting on that date prior to the McDonald Almanac, I will be planting some sweet potatoes. I think that's the best time for the pineapples to be planted as well, because it's above. So if you want to plant above foods, the almanac says the 8th of May, April, May. So we are getting there. So I'm planning to plant some sweet potatoes. I did some cabbage and some pop choy yesterday, and I was happy to get the rain in the earliest part of the morning to water those. I don't know how well the cabbage and the pop choy will do, because as you see, the sun is coming up in the daytime. And as I said before, I am waiting for the man to come and do the lawn. That would be so good for me, because I do not like to walk on the lawn with so much grass for this long while. It's the first it grew up so high. But it's not my fault. I've been waiting. We have to wait on the men these days. The men are busy like bees. There is nothing we can do but to wait. If the men are going to give us money, we have to wait. If the men are going to do the lawn, we have to wait. If the men are going to fix our vehicle, we have to wait. Women must learn more to do more things like those, so that we do not have to wait on the men. Yeah, but most of the time, we are always waiting on the men. I'm waiting on the men to make the little chicken coop. Most of the time, I'm always have to be waiting on the men. Simple things that I plant, such as gungo peas, okra, pumpkin, I can depend on myself, but I cannot plant a plantain or a banana. So when I'm doing the planting of the plantain and the banana, I have to be waiting on the men. The men have a special strength there, you know. Thumbs up to the men. You can't dash them away. No ego. Audrey's there saying so true. Morning time. Yes, man. No ego. I was crossing the stream yesterday and I made a video. And you comment to say if I drank some of that water. You knowing me from so long, do you think I would have drank that water? Water nearly caused me to lose my life drinking water. So I am very, very careful. So I told the story. I was heading to the bank one morning, driving my car on that day. Yes. Guys, Althea no easy, you know. It was so pretty. Yes, Audrey, stay right there. The water is pretty, man. People drink it, right? So even some of the water that you see come here in the truck is from there, so it comes. So people drink it. But because water did me so bad, so I was driving my car heading to the bank one morning. And I had my water bottle, but I forget to fill it at home here. There's a place. I could have stopped at a shop and I could have buy a water as well, but I was passing a place named Canewood in my neighboring community where for years we have been drinking water from that spring. So I slowed down, stopped, and asked one of the gentlemen that was catching his water in the stream there to fill my water bottle for me. And when he filled the water bottle for me, I immediately turned the bottle to my head. And I remembered well that it was like, let me see now, because I used to work in a fabric store, so I used to measure cloth. So it was like 20 yards from where the spring was. That was where I reached to cross the Swift River Bridge, because I was heading to Port Antonio from here in Jamaica. And there was when I started vomiting and I was almost having a diarrhea on myself in the car just by consuming the water. It was immediately. Thanks, Joseph. Hartree, no ego, happy blessed morning, said J. Brown. So the water adding impurities, and that was a water that we trusted, but people started to live close by. So it seems like the water had in feces. And it struck me instantly. I realized I couldn't have gone any further. So I turned around the car. If it was the time when I knew about the rice bitters, I would have had it on me. Because when I have my own transportation, everything is in it. Everything. Extra this, extra that, because it's my transportation. So I would have my plaster stock, I would have my matches, I would have my pin, I would have my needle, I would have everything. As a farmer, I may be going on the farm, so I'm having extra clothes, extra slippers, yeah, extra change of clothes. Everything is in it. Everything is in my vehicle, from a pin to an anchor. So I didn't know about the rice bitters at that time. If I would have had it on me and I would have taken it, I would have drank some or chew some like a goat and I would be fine. So no ego, say him understand. So I had to turn back home. I had to cancel my appointment with the bank at that time. And I had to come back home. And it took me 1 month. 1 full month. I had to go to the hospital. They gave me some salt. Not even the salt wouldn't work. So I was dehydrated. My belly got flat like a bammy from drinking the water like that. So I am super, super careful when it comes to the drinking of water from any angle now. I would have drunk that water, maybe, but I would have to boil it first. So I would have to hold my thirst, no matter how thirsty I am. My aunt was coming to visit from England once, and she sent £100 to me. She said, Althea, I'm going to be staying by your house, and this is what I want you to do with this £100. I want you to use the entire sum and stock up some water, purified water found in the stores, for me before me and my husband reach, because I don't want to come to Jamaica and what happened to my son in Africa happened to me. She said her son went to Africa and he drank water from there in Africa while he was there, and he was hospitalized for 1 year. 1 year. That's how waterborne disease can get bad. So we have to be careful. The church start with the music. So may I go inside and say thanks to the chat. And yeah, this one is nice. So the noise is on out there. The noise is on. So let me say thanks so much for making it. See, I have so much work to do. Pure chaka chaka. All them phone I want charge up, a dead phone them. People, they must have called me upon them. Althea bad, Althea buy one horse race ticket and I don't even know if me win. Yeah, the man then said me to buy the horse there. I don't even know if me win. Remind me to check on my ticket. Last time I buy one ticket, me win. Yeah. I don't know to check it online. I just remember that I bought the horse race ticket. I have so much work to do here. Yeah. Me can't show my face, me ear no comb. We have me lighter. We have so much to do. Tasha, no ego today. Long time in a sip spiral. Big up journey. Blessed life journey, Michi boo. Yes, me have me skipping rope a long time. Me no go exercise. What? Me rich, me have money. Me have some money. Then me are throwing a saving pan. This table need to clean up though. Everything scatter. Yeah, everything scatter. Why? No man, it bad. Althea, charge up the device them. This one must get enough charge. Me can play somebody content on it. Yeah. Althea, you need to charge up the phone them. Boy, I tell you, and clean your table. You're too tardy. Boy, yeah, we are going to charge them up. Yeah, sometime. Trapper is there. Sis Althea, hope you are doing good. I am trying my best here. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, I'm trying my best here to keep the place tidy. This one, no. This one use a special charger. I don't know them the charger did they know. Alright, we have to charge up something to keep them going, like especially the power bank that me made. Chopper! J Brown is there, no ego is there. Me all have one nutmeg here, so one nutmeg and one carcoon. Me have one carcoon. We use this. We use this to get rid of the sores. I think if you get a cut, boy, I tell you everything chaka chaka. Althea just throw down the device them and not charge them up and people are quarrel say, Althea, me I call you upon the phone. Discharge this? Yeah, discharge this. Yeah, that's a power bank. Yeah, so this a charge now. So that gone through. This one charge too, but this need a head. Why God, the thanks for coming. You sound a bit tired. I hope you had no bad dreams. A long time in a dream, But me like dream. Yeah. Yeah, me go cross river yesterday. Go check on the pineapple field. I put this here, so. Yeah. No ego say trap eye. Sis Althea, I hope you are doing well. Yes, I'm trying to keep living and trying to prepare some more things to plant. And I have to charge up the device them. And this is a long time power bank, it still work. This is another power bank, it still work, but them want charge up. So this one luckily I get some charger now for me chaka chaka. And you realize I don't have my computer on my table because all my computers are down. And this is the reason why I cannot stay long on some other people's video. And my daughter purse this, wonder why in there. Anything in there for me. We are testy purse, Them your purse, yeah. I used to dream where you dream say you fell from a bridge top. That's not such a nice dream. Shaky. Yeah, them your hot purse, yeah, them wear goat when them go party. Me no know if you open them your purse, yeah, something like trouble when not trouble me. I'm not going trouble what? Don't trouble me. Yeah, I used to dream. Them say if you don't dream, that mean to say you're not in tune with God. Them say all type of things. Yeah. So them phone, yeah. So all of them just need to charge up and go back to them. Some will if a text message must depend. The people must have text me and a call me. Sometimes I can't manage the world too much. Yeah, sometimes I cannot manage the world, it's too much. So what they say, so the marks. Tell me something. Hold on. You see how rough me is? You can't turn the camera. Is that a fall in my kitchen? Hey, come on! Oh boy, I tell you. Guys, tell you what. Me look rough, man. Me here want comb. I just make some big plot in it. Nisha says she go come comb it for me. Anyway, thanks for coming. I forgot check out that folder. But guys, I will see you back later. Let me go prepare for the man who I go walk the lawn. Chopper. Mary mother was there. Oh my word. Maya mother. No, you got that? That will make a good shot. The shots, them good lately. Really, really good lately. I don't know. Maybe YouTube may give me as an highlight. Watch me on it, no? Watch me on it. We could go check if I lay up there. Okay, see you later. Hold on. Let's go check if it laid its egg up there. let's go check. Because me really hear the rackle tackle in here. Let's go check. Guys, you seeing? Mighty Lion of Daniel. Mighty Lion of Daniel. My word. No, 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 not. Guys, I hope you're seeing this, It's not going to happen. What do I do? Me really hear the rackle tackle, And what's my toothpaste up here, so? Oh my word. Look there. This little chicken, you see, is a problem. Where they no come back in ya? Do they? Him, him a go find them. Him a go find himself. Him a go find himself. One day for this one. That end is too comfortable. The end too comfortable for you. One day for this one. So what I would have to do, I would have to take notice to see if it go back up there, ask somebody to catch it, rest the eggs in a drum, and let it stay there, do its thing. Let's count how many eggs it have up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I want to help it some more. Your daughter is taking care of you, Althea. That end is too comfortable. Yeah, my daughters and my son, they do take care of me. And the chicken is my daughter as well. Yeah, I understand. But we do not eat eggs. So what I will have to do is lend this chicken a drum. Allow the eggs to sit there. Get it and put it in the drum. So I would have to wait on a man again. Because I'm not going to be holding it. So I have to wait on a man to come. What do you think about that, J. Brown? 11 eggs. 11, Marlon. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Althea can't count. Althea. Marlon, greetings. It's 11. Althea can't. Althea can't count. Oh, so we're gonna have 11 chickens. So what may I forgot get some banana trash? Yeah. But I would have to make sure which one. The Isaac family. The Isaac family. Peace. Yeah, it's 11. I can't count. I could count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Last night I was in my room and I hear the rattling in the kitchen. Come look, are these your eggs? Come here. Are these your eggs? Poor thing who don't even know the difference. So what I would have to do, I will show you how I do it in a shorts though. I will keep you posted. Because I won't be giving the eggs away for nobody to eat them. I'm going to allow it if it's possible for her to have her little chicks. Isaac, blessing, welcome. Isaac family, Marlon is there saying hi to Ifeani. Cool. But as I was saying, thank you for making it natural life with Althea. I'm going to have to go get a drum ready, get some trash in it, and save these eggs. So J. Brown, Marlon, the Isaac family, yes, it's 11. Thanks for that. You will see me soon. I will be here all day. Yeah, I have a lot to do around the house. J. Brown, thanks for holding up the live stream for me. Thanks so much.